Welcome to another episode of Dropping Into Happiness. Normally, when I'm doing our intro, I'd be saying, we are your hosts. I'm Rachel, and you'd be hearing the bubbly, and I'm Maggie. But guys, Maggie's sicky. And if you follow her at all on social media, you know just what a busy bee she is. So I'm actually very, very proud of you, Maggie, that you are taking the time, listening to your body, and she is resting. She is resting for as long as she needs to rest. So today, I have a special guest co-host today. This week's topic was actually a listener question, and I will say who that listener is because I know she's going to listen. She's going to be super jazzed that I say her name. And it was funny because as soon as she asked to have this topic, my today's guest co-host is the first person I thought of that I wanted to talk to you about it anyway. So it was kind of perfect timing. So guys, I am your host today, Miss Rachel, but today my co-host is Miss Yadira. Welcome, Yadira. Hi.
Hello. Welcome.
Yay.
Thank you so much for having me here, Rachel. I'm a little nervous, but yeah.
So guys, if you are in our WW world, you might recognize Yadira because I'm trying really hard not to say Coach Yadira right now because I feel like that's how I usually refer to her. Maggie's even called me Coach Rachel in a podcast before because that's what we are. So Yadira is also a virtual wellness coach, just like our other previous guests we've had. We've had Ivana, and we've had Ariel, we've had Justin. And it's so once again, though, all of my awesome friends don't live anywhere near me. So as you guys know, I'm in Southern California, but Yadira's, at least she's on my coast. You're the only one who's on my same coast.
So it's awesome. Yeah.
And that's so awkward for me at work. I'm like, nobody's in my time zone, but Yadira is in my time. She may be in the Pacific Northwest, but she is at least in my time zone. So, Yadira, tell everybody a little bit about your journey. Cause I feel like it's super funny. So me, you, and Maggie have had very similar, but very different journeys. So kind of tell us a little bit about your journey with your weight loss and your WW and all that.
Yeah. So my journey started in March 2016. Joined, I was 41 when I joined. So yeah, I've been on this journey starting at over 40, those myths you can't lose weight once after you hit that time. It's not true. Yes, you can do that. I have lost around 100 pounds, over 100 pounds, a little bit around there. And I've been maintaining it all for 5 years. So
dang.
Yeah, 5 years.
First question, were you shooting for 100 pounds? Like, was that your goal?
No, I had no weight goal when I joined.
That's funny.
To feel better. I just wanted to feel better.
I know. I just didn't want to be in the 200s.
Yeah.
But I just kept going.
Exactly.
Kept going.
I have actually never been this weight.
Yeah. I was like, I'll just keep going. I got this. This is awesome. And I feel like, especially compared to Maggie and now you, what is your favorite way to maintain, Miss Yadira, in your activity world?
Oh my gosh. Running. I love the running. It's something that has been not just the activity of it, but I really, I just am so proud of myself when I do it because I never, ever in my life, it's not something like I went back to running, like I did running in school. That was something that I didn't even think I could do. Like I never in my head physically thought I could do this. Like I was in marching band in high school to skip running. I didn't do PE. I just wanted to skip that. Let's not even, no.
Oh, so that's something else you started in your 40s. Yes. To be a runner. Oh, and I love this story about, cause for y'all that don't know, I do work. So me and Maggie used to have workshops together and we didn't anymore. And that's why we started the podcast, but I do get to work with Yadira every single week. And it's so funny. We'll be done with our workshop and we'll be just hanging out on Zoom for like an hour afterwards, just cause we want to talk and hang out.
Exactly.
But when you realized you were a runner, you didn't think you were a runner, right? A runner. And somebody told you that though, huh?
Yeah, and that's what I wouldn't identify.
So
I didn't
funny.
identify as a runner because I would be like, I'm not a real runner because that's
right.
not me. And then I had a coworker, an in-studio coworker she was like a retired runner. Like she ran and did marathons and ultra things and an older lady. And she told me, if you run any of your miles, you're a runner. And I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like I got permission. Like I got validated by her because she's like, no, you are a runner. If you run, it doesn't matter. You're a runner.
I love that. And I love that. Just that one person telling you like, yes, say it out loud. Like, I mean, because remember Maggie and I talked about this a few weeks ago when we talked about words and phrases we don't want to have in our thing anymore. And only was one of those, right? Saying, oh, well, I only ran half that mile, or I only did this. And no, stop saying that. Like I ran that mile. I ran that quarter mile. That was the longest I've ever run consistently. You know what I mean? Yeah. Own it. I love that.
Exactly. Own it. It's like that. The word only, get rid of that one and the but.
I know.
Stop with the buts.
In all forms of it. Stop with the but. Like, just none of it. No more. Oh my gosh. Well, so our topic this week, as I mentioned, was a listener request. I feel like July is going to be the month of listener requests. We've had a lot of really great questions from you guys. Either like this one's coming from somebody who was actually in a WW virtual workshop and she asked this question. But the other ones, one of them was sent directly to Maggie, I believe, on her social media, and the other one was sent directly to the Dropping Into Happiness Instagram. So it's Dropping Into Happiness Pod on Instagram. But so this week's topic was not what I thought people wanted to talk about, but when somebody was like, how do you deal with this? I was like, we could talk about that. So she's a WW member. She's also a diehard Sundrop. For those of you who are just tuning in, that is what our amazing, amazing listeners are called. We voted on it. I swear. It wasn't just me. I didn't name y'all. You guys voted on it. So our Sundrops. Miss Jody. And you know Miss Jody. Yeah, you know Jody from workshops. Jody, yes. So Jody had asked us, so when it comes to, because like you heard, Yadira's lost about 100 pounds. I lost 101. Maggie's lost us over 100 pounds. Well, Jody wanted to know, how have we dealt with our skin? Because, I think sometimes people forget that, especially when we're losing an exceptional amount of weight. You kind of forget that, not all bodies, the elasticity is going to come back within your skin. So I think sometimes people have a struggle when it comes to the way their skin looks afterwards, during, whatever the case may be. Because sometimes, too, with that weight, our skin does weird things, right? Like I know I have stretch marks. I talk about my kids a lot, but I don't think you guys realize I've never actually had a child of my own. These are my stepkids, but I do think of them as my own. So, but I have stretch marks, but I've never built a person, but I have stretch marks because I had gotten so heavy so quickly at a certain point. So just our skin in general, how are we dealing with that? And like I said, when she asked me that question, Yadira was the first person I thought of when I wanted to talk about this, because you and I had that conversation one time about, embracing it, essentially, like wearing it like a badge of honor. And you don't have a short sleeve shirt on today, do you?
I have one underneath the sweater.
Oh no, because I'm like, I wanted to talk about your tattoo.
I was like, I thought about that too, but I could take it off.
I know. Okay, so yeah, you were the person I wanted to talk to, because you and I don't even know how you and I got on that conversation one day, but it was very empowering for me, being a coach myself, but hearing somebody else say, I earned this. I earned this. I earned these arms. I earned these legs, no matter, what the skin looks like. I earned that. And it really made me look at things differently. So I was thinking about that though, Yadira. So going into this journey, did you always have such a great, like self-worth kind of feeling, or did that come later, like after you lost the weight and then you were like, you know what, I'm not going to be down about this? Or did you always kind of feel pretty confident about it?
I have actually always felt pretty confident about it. So for me, that weight loss journey started because, honestly, the outside me didn't match the inside me. Oh. So the way I felt up here about myself, the weight was keeping me from that. So it's kind of like, I'm like, I can't do the things or even like feel how I feel in my mind, So that's what triggered and started my weight loss journey. I want to feel better because I just didn't. I was like, how am I like this? How am I tired? How am I hurting? How am I feeling? Like, how am I struggling with my jeans?
Yeah.
Why are my jeans bruising me?
Oh, I know, right? You and I have talked about that too. Yeah. When we got at our heaviest, we were probably wearing about 2 sizes too small. So like clothing hurt. It hurt to wear clothing.
It was physically painful and marking, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, and I know you want me to talk about that tattoo, and I'll take off the sweater to show you. But that is something that I did embrace it from the beginning, because even at my heaviest, I was like, you know what, this is who I am.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people struggle with the arms and showing their, like their arms, and oh no, because I don't want to show. You have arms. I know you have arms. I arms 100 pounds heavier. I have arms
Yeah.
now. It's okay. You know, wear the tank top. Embrace that. If that's who you are, embrace that and love yourself at that size.
Yeah.
That way, when you lose that weight, you're loving yourself then. And the loose skin, that is just part of you, not who you are.
Well, but I love that that's who you are, because you, and like I said, I was never really, really stressed out about it, I guess. I mean, in general, at my heaviest, I wasn't wearing the tank tops and I wasn't wearing the shorts. I mean, we talked about that in our summer episode a few weeks ago, right? Like I was still wearing the jeans and just dying of heat. So now I do wear the tank tops, even if I've got little, little squishy right here. I got my little flabby right here. The skin on my thighs is droopier than it used to be. I wear it more now than I did when I was heavy. And it never really bothered me. But when I had that conversation with you that one day, like it kind of flipped my switch of, dude, I earned those. Like I earned that arm. I earned those legs. And so I'm glad that your insides are matching your outsides and you're able to share that joy with me, because hopefully we can help somebody else. Because I mean, that's an internal struggle that I don't think a lot of people talk about. So I am glad that we can kind of bring it to the forefront and let everybody know, like, right? It's all right, guys.
It's all right. Good. It's just skin, and it's okay. And it's true. You did earn that. I mean, shoot, you show up and you do all of this and you put in the work and consistency every day. And, you get up from those days that are hard and everything. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. The loose skin is just part of it. Yeah. That's okay. It's just part of your story.
And I mean, I know there's going to be people who might potentially need to medically have that removed. And that, oh man, my love goes out to you, because I can't even imagine, because that alone is extra weight that you're carrying. Yeah. So if that's your road that you need to go down, I support you. More power to you. I love you. I'm here for you. But for those other ones of us, like, I mean, I've worn tank tops on here before. Like, I don't even feel like mine's that bad anymore. I'm like, I still wiggle. I still jiggle. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But okay, so tell them about your tattoo. Like, because I love your tattoo. I love the story about your tattoo. And for those of you that are on YouTube, you will be able to see it, but we will describe it and we will explain what it looks like.
So I have right here a little hand. And it's a little hand. And I tell you that I had this brilliant idea years and years ago. So the story goes way back. I mean, this is 100 pounds ago. Okay.
And I say it was before you lost your weight, huh? Yeah.
I lost my weight. Okay. I came up because this is my first tattoo at 45, folks.
Oh, yeah.
So I had this brilliant idea, and I thought, oh my gosh, I always wanted tattoos, but I just never could decide what. And I thought, you know what? This is perfect. I had big arms. I had bat wings. And I thought, this is great. This is the way to embrace who I am. I want a little hand. And I want my little hand right here so that when I wave, it waves too. And I was like, freaking brilliant. It's brilliant. I was like, it's brilliant, but I never went and got it, right? Yeah. So after I went on this journey, I lose the weight. Okay, I've lost all this weight. Now I have loose skin. I'm like, I can still get my little hand, because guess what? Now, when I wave, my little loose skin also waves, and it just reminds me of all the work that I put in. It's like honoring this whole journey.
I know. I like the first time I saw it, I just kind of thought, I was like, oh, that's cute. Because for those that don't, it's like a Mickey hand, huh? It's like a little Mickey Mouse hand.
Show you. I'll take it off.
It's so cute. Look at the little Mickey. And it even has the little things like making it look like he's waving. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. But my husband, so when Yadira told me that story, because my family, we've always called them bat wings too. Like we've always said, oh, my bat wings. That day, I told my husband, I'm going to get a bat tattoo. What? I was like, I'm gonna get a bat. I'm gonna get a bat right here. And it's gonna be a bat wing. He was like, are you serious? I was like, it's Yadira's fault.
Yeah.
It's Yadira.
For so many brilliant things.
Brilliant things. I love that idea though. Cause like I said, if I've already changed my mind that I'm embracing this, why not? Why not just take it one step further and have a sense of humor about it too? I mean, come on. Oh wait, you even have a Mickey shirt on today too, don't you? A Mickey sweater. I do, yeah. You're all Disneyed out. I love it. Yeah.
I had to rep for Maggie.
Right. Absolutely. That was brilliant thinking. I wouldn't have thought of that. I know. Showing that love for Maggie. I miss Maggie. When she was telling me that she wasn't feeling good, she was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, oh my gosh, don't you dare. Like, I'm glad you're going to be resting and going to feel better. And oh my goodness. I know. Cause, I know one of Maggie's outlooks about it, especially when it comes to her legs. Cause like when she's a runner too, but when she wears like her shorts and, you know, like we're saying, sometimes the skin gets droopier and here and there, but I love her mindset of, my legs are the reason that I can run this marathon. My legs take me around the world. My legs take me to Disney World. My legs take me to the gym. My legs take me to school. And that's a beautiful thing too, to just really think about it that way as well, of what these things can do for us. Like your arms. Okay, great. You have bat wings. Do those bat wings help you pick up your grandkids? You know, let you play with your dog, throw the ball for your dog. Like those arms help you do a lot of things, that they are not just defined by your little weights, by your bat wings. Like they do so much for us. And I know it's very, very hard for some people, but I'm all about it. We need a new hashtag for this, something like hashtag and embrace the wave or something. I don't know. We need a movement.
A lot of people do have that fear of the loose skin. I've actually had members tell me about how that they're worried. Well, I don't know about losing the weight because of the loose skin. Why let it hold you back?
Right?
Embrace and focus on those things that you're doing, that you're trying. I never used to run.
I know.
I never did a push-up.
Yeah.
And these are things that I do now.
And those guns you got, oh my gosh. If Yadira tagged me in her Instagram story today, and her muscles were like, I was like, oh man, I don't look as strong as Yadira does. Woo! Yeah, those are some guns.
But
man.
those are the things. So you see that, right? You see that because this is what I work on. Yeah, you can tone up the arms. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can add some muscle. The loose skin is still there. Yeah. But we're not focusing on that. Yeah. And that,
guess what? So is that muscle. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have both of them, but neither of them is me.
Yeah.
I'm me, right? Neither of those is me. So yeah, it's like, that's just part of that, you know?
You know, when you were talking about like pictures of you, because I've seen pictures of you at the beginning of your journey. And it's funny because even in your picture, I can see it in your face. Like, that's just who you are. Like, I love that about you. Like, you are just so energetic and lively, and you always make me laugh and smile. We have so much fun in our workshop. If you are a WW virtual member and you would love to go to a super fun, what do you call it? Shenanigans kind of workshop. You need to come on Pacific. Okay, it's Pacific time. Like I said, we're on Pacific Coast. It's at 8:00 on Friday nights. I apologize if that's very late for you, because we have a lot of East Coast listeners. Yeah, it is not recorded. It's live, and it is so much fun. And it's funny. We get a lot of East Coasters though, huh? Or it's like 11 midnight for them. Yeah. And shockingly enough, we don't put all of them to sleep. Only like once or twice we'll have somebody who we think is sleeping already by the end of the workshop. But it's so much fun, because just bringing that positivity and that laughter and that joy to our journey. What did you call July? What are you making July?
Joy lie.
Joy
We're
lie.
gonna be out there looking for joy. Yes. And that's what it's about. Joy. Find those things that bring you joy. Because that's what we want to do. We want to enjoy this life. Right?
Exactly.
I mean, why are we putting in all this work and then be miserable? I know. It's fun.
That hurts my heart. Like when you were saying how some people are like, oh, well, I would lose weight, but what about the loose skin? But like, are you going to be able to put your shoes on without like, I had to like hold my breath, because I had so much pressure pushing on my lungs when I would just lean down to tie my shoe. Just going up a flight of stairs. I couldn't be on the phone or talking at the same time to go up a flight of stairs. I mean, there was just those little things. And then even to these bigger things, like you're like, I never started running until I got into my 40s. And it's just, there's so much we can do, and our bodies have so much potential. Like I said, it makes my heart sad to think that anybody would intentionally not see what they can do just because of a little bit of loose skin. Exactly. Let's not let that skin get in the way.
And you know what? It is okay to take that loose skin and just roll it up and tuck it into the pants. That doesn't even matter.
I know. So like, yeah, so I've got my arm and I got my legs, but my belly, like I said, I've never had kids. However, I have, what do they call it? An apron? Like I have a little fleck, the little flappy do. Did I wear a bikini last summer? You bet I did. Because I'd gotten to that point where I was like, this, like you said, this is what I look like. This is what I look like. And it's funny when people, I remember when I was heavier actually too, somebody said something about weight and I'd be like, oh, I weigh this much. And they were like, you're okay with saying how much you weigh? I'm like, you see me, right? Like, you can see me. So yeah, I don't care if you know the number, you can see me.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I'm starting to feel like with my skin too. Like, that's what I look like. If you have a problem with it, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's
a you problem, not a me problem.
Sounds like a you
and
problem.
that's where we have
I'm
to,
good.
Yeah, start embracing that. You know what? That loose skin is just part of it, and it's okay. It's okay. Look at what you're doing. Look at the things you can do, what you've accomplished.
Yeah.
You know, all of those things have more validity than a little bit of wrinkles here.
I know. Yeah. I'm down for that. We need to start a movement of some sort.
Yeah.
Enjoy lie. Bring in the joy to the skin, no matter what your skin looks like. Cause I don't even know how much I think about it anymore. It's funny when I talk about too, when I've lost my weight, I talk about it in workshops. Sometimes people are like, oh, well, how did you do it? And I'm like, honestly, I kind of got to a point where I didn't even feel like I was trying anymore, because it just was the habits that I had built, and it was just how I lived from that time on. And I think I'm getting to that with my skin too. Like, this is what I look like. This is what my clothes look like when they're on my body. And I'm, like I said, I'm focusing on the things that I can hit, almost 10,000 steps every day and feel good about it. And I can go to an amusement park now without having to look for the benches everywhere, so I can make sure I can sit down somewhere, or trying to break up my grocery shopping day if I need to go to multiple stores, because that's too tiring. It hurts my back. Like, nope, I don't got to do those things anymore. Okay. So this is what we're saying. Embrace the skin.
Yeah. Embrace the skin.
Think about the things that your limbs can do for you, and we're going to celebrate those things. And what was the last one? I feel like I started this list like there'd be 3.
No, okay. Well, I'll give you something.
Okay,
one of the things that I tell people when they tell me about that loose skin and the worry, I'm like, what you focus on is what becomes your focus.
Oh, whoa, that's a good one. I like that one.
So yeah, if you're going to focus on the loose skin and the bumps and this, that's what you're going to see. Focus on the other stuff. What you focus on becomes your focus.
I did not have a quote written down for today. I think that's our quote now.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was much needed. Look at that. You're providing so much today. Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully, I feel like I say this every week, but hopefully this conversation hit somebody right where they needed it this week. Because guys, we are in this journey with you. Like I said this in the very first episode, me and Maggie, and Yadira's not either, but we are not nutritionists. We are not, bodybuilders. We are not personal trainers. We are everyday people. We are parents. We are teachers. I mean, Maggie is a teacher. Maggie is a singer. We are family members. We are brothers. We are sisters. We are you guys. So we are on this journey with you. So I really, really hope that somebody clicked today and we're like, you know what? I am going to wear that tank top, and I am going to embrace my legs, and I am going to embrace who I am and what I look like. So I think this was good. So thank you, Jody. This was a very good topic this week. I think this was a good one. Thank you, Miss Jody. But yeah, guys, if you ever have something you want us to talk about, something you would like us to elaborate on or see how we handle it or deal with it, because if it's not something we have had to handle, trust me, we more than likely have a friend who we could bring in to the conversation with us. 100%. So you can always do that on our email. You can email us at droppingintohappiness@gmail.com. You can do it on our Instagram, droppingintohappinesspod. I will have, if she's okay with it, I'll have Miss Yadira's Instagram handle on the show notes. So if you guys want to follow Miss Yadira as well, ours are always on there, the link to our merch store. All the good stuff. If we ever mention anything, I always put in the show notes and all that good stuff. So it is time now, though, for our star goals and recommendations. I know this is kind of a new thing for Yadira, so I'll go first just to show her the lay of the land. And then she's going to do her star goals and recommendations. So my star goal this week. I talked about this in our summer episode. And yes, I am embracing hot girl summer. However, it is still a little rough on me. It's very, very hot here in Southern California. It's almost 8 o'clock right here, right now, and it's still like 82 degrees outside. So I don't like to cook things, and like my kids' schedule is all over the place. So I've been like a snack monster. I just want to eat. I just want to snack. I'm not hungry. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the heat. I don't know. So my goal this week, and I've implemented it as of yesterday, and I feel like I'm already doing pretty good. If I say so myself. I'm going to take the pause, that 5-minute pause. I'm going to set a timer should I need to, but if it's not a meal time and I have snacked already, I'm going to ask myself like, okay, am I hungry or do I just want to eat? And I'm still a firm believer that even after that 5 minutes, if you're like, you know what, I just want to eat, I will. But by that time I've made that conscious decision. And usually by that time I'm like, I have some strawberries with my WW chocolate powder or a banana with that, which is so yummy. And I just got on the Built Bar train. I know Maggie's been talking about it all year and I have yet to try a Built Bar. Finally got them. I like it. I do. I know it's really good. So that is my struggle. My recommendation this week, though, I actually had somebody on Facebook the other day. They were like, oh, I'm really looking for a cellulite cream. I just don't want to have cellulite anymore. And I had somebody else on her comments too, was even like, that's just what you have. Like, I don't know if there is anything that'll really get rid of that. However, if you're starting your journey and you're like, oh, I'm really hoping to kind of keep my skin as tight as I can, I just always recommend lotion. I know that sounds kind of silly, but my recommendation is lotion. It does not have to be the $150 lotion in the store. As long as your skin is moist, the cells stay pretty strong, and the elasticity can kind of hang in there as you lose the weight. I'm not promising anything. I'm just saying healthy skin-wise. So regardless if you still have the loose skin or not, your skin's going to be very moist. Very pretty. But I love me some lotion because I especially do nighttime because we talk about sleep in the WW workshops a lot too, how it's a really important part of our journey. So I love aromatherapy things. So at nighttime when I go to sleep is when I do my lotion at nighttime. And then I have like a smelly lotion when I get ready in the morning. But my nighttime one is, what is it right now? It's a chamomile black tea something. Oh, it's nice. Yeah. So I always like to do like a sleepy time lotion. And honestly, I focus on my underarms, my inner thighs, and my belly. I just do. And I even if it's a placebo effect, like I still feel very good that I'm like keeping that skin as healthy as I can. So lotion doesn't have to be expensive. So those are mine. So, okay, Yadira. So star goal and then a recommendation for this week.
So my star goal is snacks. I'm with you right there because me, those work snacks, that bill paying job, that break room is my nemesis. It is my kryptonite. So I need to start packing a snack. I started to pack baby snacks, but I think I can do a little bit better. So that is my goal for this week. When I pack my lunch, I'm going to pack at least, 3 snacks to take with me to work. Because if not, that keeps me from going to that break room where the snacks aren't that fantastic. So that is definitely what I want to do.
Do you think you would even like have a snack before you walked by the break room, like just in case? And be like, I'm good.
Yeah, no, if I have it at my desk already, I don't have to go over there and pick one up because I know I already brought something there, Yeah. I'm always like smuggling stuff and just happen to go over there.
I know. At the radio station, they always someone wants to always bring donuts, and they had donut holes the other day, and I'm like, I can't walk by the kitchen. I can't. Yeah. So I get it. I like that.
So that's mine.
Okay.
And my recommendation is for that, like you said, that lotion, keeping it moisturized and everything. Hydrate from within.
Ooh,
water.
Yes.
Folks, let's moisturize from within as well. Mm-hmm. Water is going to be helpful too. That's going to add that to the skin too. And you know what? Embrace it. It's okay.
Yes.
Just know that loose skin is part of it as well.
Yeah.
And the more you start appreciating, like you said, what the body's doing, the more you're going to be okay with it.
I love that though. Lotion on the outside, hydrate on the inside. That's a great idea. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say, I know this is like kind of off topic, but it was so funny and it just popped into my brain. We were talking about water one WW meeting long time ago. I think is when we went when we went to personal points, because when you drink 60 ounces of water now, then when do you get to earn a point for our WW peeps out there? And at the very beginning, so many people were like, well, what constitutes as water? And I'm like, water, guys, water is what, that's how you get it. But I was kind of teasing with somebody and I was saying, well, you take a shower, right? And you wash your skin on the outside. Well, think about drinking 60 ounces of water. It's like taking an internal shower. You're going to clean off everything on the inside. She was like, I can't like not have that visual now when I'm drinking my water in an internal shower. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, cause I told her, I was like, you wouldn't take a shower in Diet Coke. So no, Diet Coke's not going to count as water. Like, so you want to take an internal shower with clean water. And she was like, I can't with you. And I was like, I mean, that's what it is.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Take that internal shower.
That visual too.
I know. I just thought it was because I'm like, if you think about that, I'm not going to take a shower in lemonade. I'm not going to take a shower in Diet Coke or in Crystal Light. So if you want to get that internal cleanse for your organs and like that hydration, like water is water. So if anybody else is thinking, oh, I just hate water, fruit, guys, you can add some, like do the fruit infusers, put some strawberries in there, mango, pineapple even. But I love the cucumber water. I love cucumber water. Yes. It's so refreshing. It's very, yeah.
It
so
is.
Yeah.
It makes it real fancy.
Yeah. It does feel fancy. I mean, I didn't even say lemons. Lemons is a very go-to, but yeah. So that will still constitute, because I would take a lemon shower. That's good for your hair. Yeah. So if I would shower in it, then yes, that's something I'm going to clean out my body with. Yeah. Right. Oh my gosh. Well, like I said, normally we have a quote right here. So what was the quote you just said? Let's say it one more time. So what you focus on becomes your focus.
Yeah. What you focus on becomes your focus.
Okay. I like that. Let's think about that one this week, guys. What you focus on becomes your focus. So we're focusing on the good, focusing on what our body can do. And we got this. Okay. Exactly. All right, friends. Well, I got to say it. So we're going to wrap it up, but thanks for dropping by, everybody. And since Maggie's not here, I'll say it. Have a magical day. Thank you, Dara, for coming. Yay.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Bye, guys.
Bye.